Every once in a while, as a journalist, you're faced with horrors you simply wish you never saw, and it pains you to even talk about it. The bombings at yesterday's Boston Marathon make me so upset that I want to cry or break things. I'm not sure which to do, but I don't think there's a reasonable reaction to what you're about to see. Warning, this footage is shocking and disturbing. I still can't come to terms with the fact that this is real. If that's the first time you've seen that footage, I apologize for the shock. There's no way to prepare yourself for that, and I honestly am at a loss for words of how to fully describe my feelings of sickness and pure confusion. Why would something like that happen? What type of person would deliberately choose to do something like that? A sick one. As a human being, I literally cannot understand how somebody could draw themselves to create so much carnage. And for what reason? Right now, we don't know answers to any of those questions, but we wouldn't be the United States of America if we didn't do everything in our power to make the engineers of this atrocity pay. They can't take it back now, and they're going to wish they never made that mistake.
We still do not know who did this or why, and people shouldn't jump to conclusions before we have all the facts. But make no mistake, we will get to the bottom of this, and we will find out who did this, we'll find out why they did this. Any responsible individuals, any responsible groups will feel the full weight of justice.
The full weight of justice. The president simply mirrored a sentiment felt around the whole nation. We will find you, and you will be forced to answer for the damage you caused. The numbers were steadily climbing all day yesterday, but I'll give you a rough outline that I still find difficult to stomach. News outlets all around the nation reported climbing numbers all throughout the day, but the fact of the matter is, 3 people are dead, and well over 100 are injured, some of them gravely. One of the lives lost was an 8-year-old boy. An 8-year-old boy. How could he possibly deserve that? How could any of them deserve that? The street was crowded and the bombs went off near the finish line, which was a sick indicator of the disturbing planning of this attack. Also, the race was ran to honor the Sandy Hook families, and they were given special VIP treatment, which placed them close to the finish line. Details like that help describe the true horror and magnitude of this event. Why should those people have to see something like that again? It simply isn't fair, and I still feel like I haven't woken up from a bad dream. I wish I could. We all do, but it happened. The only thing to do now is act. Among this disaster, though, a few truly inspirational efforts emerged that solidify my belief in the human race. I know it's been said 1,000 times by everyone at this point, but the actions of the Bostonian first responders and anybody involved in the response were the definition of solidarity in the face of crisis and disaster. If you watch the footage again, which I won't make you do, you'll notice how quickly they ran to do their duty and get people help. At a time like that, it would be easy to stand slack-jawed or curled in a ball of pure shock, but they chose to act. No word can describe how proud I am of those Bostonians and all the Bostonians that have helped and are continuing to aid the victims in any way possible. In a situation like this, I'm not even going to try to say there's a silver lining. There was a rumor that made me smile through my tears, though, so I'll share it with you to end this segment because hope has to exist in a time like this. Stories emerged of runners crossing the finish line and continuing to run until they reach the nearest hospital to donate blood. That is the human race I want to believe in. Not the one that caused the disaster, but the one that came together as a whole to combat pure evil. And I reiterate, those responsible will pay. We proved after 9/11 that it doesn't matter how long it takes, you can't hide from a unified America. We'll be right back.